Hey everyone, Dr. Hal Rosenberg here. Today we're talking about microbreaks and movement snacks. These are short and manageable movement breaks to do every 20 to 30 minutes of work or life activities where we find we're just not moving that much. Our bodies are meant to move, and these are designed to help offset the detrimental effects of extended sedentary periods and when we're not moving. Some people think that they're too busy with projects that they're doing with work to take these breaks, but it's really simple and it actually helps you to be more productive. More on that in just a minute. You can also do these breaks during micro breaks during commercial breaks where you're watching TV or any other time where you're sitting or being sedentary for extended periods of time. A lot of people think that standing desks are the answer, and though they're good, they don't offset the effects of being sedentary for extended periods of time. Standing workstations are essential, but they can sometimes be worse because it gives people a false sense of not sitting. The problem is that many people actually move less and take fewer breaks even when they're standing more. So remember, these regular micro breaks are a key no matter what your workstation is. They're not just important for us physically, but also for us mentally and psychologically. Now back to where people think that they're too busy to take these breaks. Ever notice that your attention starts to fade over time when you're really concentrating on something? This is known as the Troxler effect, where your brain literally starts to filter things and images begin to fade over time, becomes less and less. Micro breaks help to re-stimulate the mind. In addition to feeling better, your quality of work will also improve. The list of micro breaks is endless, but today we're going to go through a few of our favorites. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with some air squats. We're going to find an open space where we can stand a little bit wider than hips width apart. We're going to just let our hips hinge down, come down to the ground. Trying to keep our spine straight as we come down. Just taking it through a comfortable range of motion. You can reach your arms out in front to counterbalance a little bit. And then driving up. Doing that for 30 to 60 seconds. Taking it through a comfortable range. Trying to expand the movement that we can for a little bit, but not doing anything that's painful or uncomfortable. Now we're going to do an overhead reach, and that's where we're just going to reach up overhead, alternating one side to the other, just expanding the range of motion, little time, a little bit more each time, not forcing any movement, just taking it through a comfortable. Sometimes people say it's a good sore. You can work it a little bit. Just don't work it too far. Nothing that's painful. Now we're going to do a hip extension. Hips are down here, which is where we want the motion to be from. We want the spine to stay straight here. So I'm bringing my hips forward this way so the movement is here. Spine stays straight. And I'm just working it into a comfortable stretch and releasing, and into a comfortable stretch and releasing, stretching through the front of the hips here. Spine stays straight and release. Now we can also do a forward bend where we come forward this way. We want to feel it through the back of the hamstrings here. Just let our body weight hang down. And just kind of reach our arms and our hands side to side. If you can't touch your toes, that's okay. Just take it through a comfortable range. We're not forcing anything. Just trying to expand a little bit, but we're not doing anything that's painful or uncomfortable. Moving on to figure 4 hip mobility. I'm going to use a doorknob for support. I'm going to take one ankle, cross it over the opposite knee. Hinge down. Lower down, and I can feel a little stretch in the back of this hip here. And I can kind of work it through a little bit of mobility here like this. Come down into a stretch and back out and release. And down and come back out. And repeat this for about 30 seconds, 30 to 60 seconds on one side. And then just cross over to the other side and do the same thing on both sides. So these are just a few of our favorite micro break and movement snack activities. Pretty simple to do, don't overthink it. Just every 20 to 30 minutes, take a little bit of movement break. Do that a couple times an hour for about 30 seconds to a minute. Every hour, maybe do it a little bit longer for about 3 or 5 minutes. Just the idea is to get our bodies moving regularly as they're designed to do. You'll feel better physically, you'll perform better mentally, and you'll feel better psychologically. Do these for a little bit, let us know how it goes. Drop a comment below, let us know what your favorite micro break and movement snack is. And we'll see you soon.